Alrighty, hello everybody. This week we're going to be making a Hispanic Heritage Month special Tres Leche. The first step is you want to preheat your oven to 350. I've already done that. The next thing that you're going to want to do is, sorry, I got a little bit on my computer. Here we go. Is grease up your pan that you're going to bake it in. Next thing you're going to do is sift your flour and baking powder together. So it's a cup and a half of unbleached all-purpose flour and then a teaspoon of baking powder. So I've done that in this bowl here. That's your mixture right there. And then the next step is in a different bowl. You want to put in your whipping cream, your butter, and a cup of sugar. And then you want to mix all that together to start out. So I'll go ahead and grab my cup of sugar. One cup of sugar. Go ahead and put our butter in the microwave for a minute to make it nice and warm. Easy. It's easier to mix in. This in. Let that warm up a little bit. And then the last thing was the cream. So it'll be all right. So the butter's in. A cup and a half of cream. I'll put out of the fridge. All right, I'm going to start out with a cup and then we'll see how that goes and go from there. kind of want to whip it every which way. That way it's consistent all throughout. Get it nice and fluffy. And then after that, after it's nice and fluffy, we'll go ahead and add our eggs to it. So I have a little bit to go though. So next we're going to add our eggs. So it says to add 5 large eggs. All right, that's 2. 3. 4. And last one, 5. All right, and with that, we're also going to add in a teaspoon of vanilla extract. I had to get all new stuff because I'm not really a baker, but we're giving it a go. Right, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract. All right, and we're going to mix that all together. Make sure it's nice and consistent and fluffy. Make sure it's really, really well mixed in before we add in the flour and everything. All right, now we're gonna add in the flour, just a little bit at a time, make sure it mixes well. So I'll show you kind of what I'm doing here. All right, a little bit more. And as you're doing this, you're really gonna start seeing the mixtures thicken out. Get nice and fluffy and more like cake batter. Last little bit. Right, now you can kind of see in there, nice thick consistency. Just another second. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pour this in that pan that we prepared in the beginning. I'll get in there. All right. Just kind of give it a little shake, making sure it's nice and even. No air bubbles, and we're gonna pop it in at 350 again for 30 minutes. Alexa, set a 30-minute timer.
30 minutes. 30 minutes.
Set this here. I have to do a little bit of dishes to make sure I can keep going. While that's in there, I'm going to go ahead and start on the milk topping for it. going to be 3 types of milk. It's going to be condensed, evaporated, and just regular milk out of a gallon. The only thing in this recipe that you can get at the rack is just the milk in the gallon. Everything else I got from either Kroger or Walmart. But relatively not terrible. About again, I don't have anything, so it was about 20 bucks from scratch. I mean, not terrible. Nice treat. Nice one. All right. Come back over here. Start out on the milk mixture. All right. So it's going to be 1 can of the condensed milk, one 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk. About a spoon, get it all out. All right. Right, next up will be 1.5 cups of evaporated milk. Cup and a half. And then the last thing is going to be 1.5 cups of regular milk. Yep, 1.5 cups of regular milk. I use whole milk for the nutritious value in it of the good fatty acids that it gives you to reach your daily quota. One and a half. So there's one. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and whisk this together. Down over here. I'm actually going to put this in a bigger bowl so it doesn't spill over. Alrighty, so that's pretty much mixed through. I'm gonna put it back in the other one and then put it in the fridge. That way it stays nice and cold. Because we're supposed to let the cake cool and before we put all the toppings and stuff on. Just in case you run out of time, that way you get to see everything made. All right, so I put that in my fridge. And the last thing that we really need to mix up before this before this is done. Alexa, how long on my timer?
You have 19 minutes left on 30
Oh, wow.
minutes.
All right. So cake should be about a third of the way done now then. All right. So the last thing that we need to mix together is half a cup of sugar, some whipping cream, and a little bit more vanilla for like a whipped topping on top of the cake there. All right, so that's all dried off. We're gonna grab half a cup of sugar. Add half a cup of whipping cream to start. Then we'll add about half a teaspoon of vanilla. Give this a good whisk. You want this to be really, really thick and consistency. So it's not thickening it up super, like a lot. So we're gonna go ahead and add a little bit more whipping cream. That'll get it nice and thick and fluffy. There we go. right, inside. You see it's starting to thicken up a little bit, getting like thick and creamy. That way when it gets nice and cold, it should harden a little bit. All right. Put this in the fridge as well. Actually, put this in the fridge. That way it gets nice and solidified. All right, cake's looking good. Put you in here. Definitely starting to raise a little bit in there. Clean up a little bit. Right. Alexa, how long's on the timer?
You have 11 minutes left on your 30-minute timer.
All right, so we're getting there slowly but surely. I'm going to pause this while we go ahead and finish up the cake, and then we'll bring you back when the cake's all done. All right, so the cake just finished up. We're going to go ahead and pull this out of the oven. That's what it looks like coming straight out of the oven. A little bit of a bubble in the top. It might actually need to go back in. Put holes everywhere. Yeah, it definitely needs to go back in for a few minutes. Alexa, set a 5-minute timer.
5 minutes, starting now.
And another update on the whipping cream on top. Definitely getting a lot thicker. Just keep working on it. A nice thick consistency, that way it layers all over the top of the cake. So leave that. We'll keep whipping that. We will let that cake keep going, and then we'll check back in a few minutes. All right, so the cake should be all done now. you want to go ahead, poke holes all throughout it. This is what mine looks like. Definitely got a little crispier on the outside. Had a little bit of trouble with the inside middle. But after this step, we're just going to let it cool down. And then we're going to put the milk that we mixed up, the evaporated, the condensed, and the regular milk that we have in the fridge. We're going to put that on top, and then we're going to cover it with the whipping cream that we already have done up. Once that's all done, it's best to keep it in the fridge, keep it cold, and serve it cold. So that's how I made a Tres Leches. And hopefully you guys enjoy the recipe.